Never know when you're going to need one.
As we try and upsell. Okay, Jill Bellin's been filling in for Greg Harper on Live all week long, and today she's over at the Renaissance Festival. Jill, over to you.
We are hanging out with the village folk here at Aldor Acres in Fort Langley and getting ready for the Renaissance Festival, which takes place here between July 17th and July the 19th. There are some excellent activities to take part in, including jousting, one of the popular sports during the Renaissance era. And Radar, you yourself have been jousting and have the injury to prove it. What happened here?
Unfortunately, nothing glorious in jousting. I was just leading two of our jousting horses down to water, and one went south, one went north, and parts of me went with each one.
In separate directions?
Yeah. I'd like to thank the people at the Langley Hospital and Glenn and Lonnie on the ambulance, because they put all the pieces back together for me.
Yes.
So thanks very much.
Okay, very capable medical staff out here, just in case the jousting goes awry. This is a lance right here. How heavy is this? Oh, it's not too heavy at all.
Not heavy, no.
Okay.
It's not so much the weight of it. It's only maybe 10 pounds. It's when it's coming at you at 25 miles an hour with intent to separate you from your horse that it starts becoming an issue.
So the object of the sport is to dismount the other man off his horse.
Well, back then, as now, that would be the most points you could make in a joust. Hitting in the correct area for certain targets, it gives you points, and snapping the lance gives you certain points, but the best, the biggest bang for your buck is to unhorse the other rider.
Okay, well, let's meet one of these riders. Jordan, come on in, our knight in shining armor, who will be competing in the joust here this weekend. And tell us, you're wearing the armor, so you're protected that way. You're a competitive jouster. How did you get into the sport?
Really by accident. I've been into medieval recreation for a long time, always enjoyed horses, learned how to ride. One day there was a jousting tournament about an hour's drive from my house. I couldn't resist, and when I met the guys, I said, so can I get into this? And they go, you learn to ride, you learn to wear the armor, you can learn. So I did.
Quite spectacular. How dangerous is the sport?
If you don't know what you're doing, it's incredibly dangerous. If you know what you're doing, you've got some practice and some training, it is as dangerous as any other mounted sport. Jumping, reining, rodeo, whatever, you can fall off.
Yeah, no kidding,
Yep.
Especially when someone's coming at you with a lance. We want to give props to Julie here as well for riding us in this morning. And Jordan, thank you very much. You can see it all this weekend. And we've been working so hard, I'm thirsty. I feel the need for mead. We're going to be finding out what kind of refreshments will be served down here for the Renaissance Festival.
Oh, girl after my own heart. She likes the food and the drink. All good. Thanks, Jill.
All right, we'll check back with Jill in just...
Well, it must be happy hour somewhere, especially during the Renaissance. We've saddled up to the bar here. And what are you serving up here, sir?
Well, good morrow, good lady. Today we have some wonderful fine wine from Fort Wine. We have beautiful mead, which comes from Campbell's Gold, and from the Dead Frog Brewery, pale ale and nut brown.
Well, that sounds like the liquid that might instigate some shenanigans here. There are some bar brawls that have been known to break out down here at the Renaissance Festival. And here we have Captain Charity, thank you so much, and First Mate Cobbs. Now, normally you two would get along, but it's not always amicable.
I am the captain. I have to put him in his place every once in a while.
Yes, you do.
And I'm the first mate. I have to remind her that she has a place as well.
That she has a place as well. Who is going to win this match?
Let's
have. I'm going to step back. I'll step out of the way.
Oh!
If they're fighting words, then let's get off fighting.
Very well.
Very well.
Ow!
Oh, you'll survive?
Will I? Yes. I hope so. I love to teach you a lesson. It's true.
Now, what lesson would be
Well,
that?
first, never look that way.
Really? Why not? Expect me!
Yes, I did. I know you enjoy it.
What?
What?
Oh! Where's tie? It's tie!
Fair enough.
With me. I know!
Yes? Oh, come on, that's not...
We're calling it a tie, but I'm going to finish this pirate off with my weapon.
Fair enough.
Ha-ha! Whoa!
Yep.
Hiya!
Very well. Looks like you've trained quite a...
These pirates fight dirty.
I want
Cheap shot.
I wasn't aware in the Renaissance days that "hiya" was the phrase.
It's all about the mic technique. Left undercut. Just got him.
Thanks, Jill. Great job this week.
All right. Okay, so we talked about Taste of the City happening this week.
We're taking a trip all the way back to 1510 with some of the cast of this year's Renaissance Festival. Hip, hip, huzzah! Hip, hip, huzzah! Hip, hip, huzzah!
Yeah! And the Emmy.
So Harper, he's away this week, obviously. Greg, a couple of weeks ago, went and checked out Night Camp in downtown Vancouver. And so Jill Belland is filling in for Greg while Greg is enjoying a little bit of a vacation. And we sent Jill out to Fort Langley, where the Renaissance Festival is just about to get underway. Jill?
And we've taken the trip all the way back to 1510, all the way to Aldor Acres in Fort Langley. I feel the need for mead. We have saddled up to the pub here for the Renaissance Festival taking place July 17th to the 19th. And tell us what you're serving here, kind sir.
Good lady, today this gentleman's having fine ale from the Dead Frog Brewery.
Delicious.
And this good lady is enjoying mead from Campbell's Gold Meadery. But for a special treat, I invite you to join us in some lovely fruit wine from the Fort Wine Company. Special for the occasion. Yes?
And local. Thank you so much. I will partake. And cheers. Slunjava.
Slunjava.
Slunjava. Slunjava, sirs. And there's trouble brewing here in the pub. We have some pirates here. You never know when a fight's going to break out. Uh-oh.
All right, go Cubs. Thank you.
Cubs and Captain. Oh, hey, hey. So undignified here in the pub. These people look like they're more my style. And we'll be hanging out with some royalty here for the Renaissance Festival. And we have Highness, also known as Tiffany, who's created these amazing costumes. Tell me, how many costumes did you create particularly for the festival?
I actually haven't stopped to count. The ones that you see here, as well as the pirate costumes, and the villagers are responsible for their own.
How comfortable are these corsets?
They're comfortable enough. You know, you want to get into your comfy clothes at the end of the day, but...
Is it quite structured, the entire outfit?
Oh yes, there's a lot of metal involved in this actually to hold this shape.
Okay.
Across the front and in the hoops.
Highness has abs of steel, she does. And we are, speaking of steel, we have a ceremony to perform here. And I should kneel for this, right?
You should kneel before me and present your name.
Jill Belland, City TV.
Do you swear to uphold the codes of chivalry, to live and serve your God and country with honor and humility?
I do.
What good deeds have you done to merit this honor?
I vanquished a pirate.
Excellent. I do not like pirates. Then I dub thee Dame Jill. Arise and be thou a dame.
I have been damed, and now it's time to ride off into the sunset. And my vehicle of choice? Juliet the horse, who will also be jousting this weekend, and my knight in shining armor, Jordan, who is standing by, and will be competitively jousting July 17th to the 19th here. Here you go, cameraman Christian, thank you so much. And hopefully I can mount this gracefully.
Hop on, Lady Fair.
Right, tally ho.
Whatever.
Dame Jill riding off into the sunset with her knight in shining armor. Yes, thanks a lot. Jill's been filling in for Greg for the last couple of